Thank you so much for the volunteer. Thank you for helping to record and upload and translate to Randy and Zane. Really appreciate that. So welcome back to ACI 4. We are still in chapter 3. And I decided not to go into chapter 4. So today will be only solely for, I want to do a review of chapter 2 and chapter 3. The review of the chapter 2 and chapter 3 and continue with the balance. So today is 20th of February. And let's start with our motivation, setting our motivation. Invite you to close your eyes and can just scan through your body. Put yourself in a meditation posture. And I want you to think of the problems, the challenges that you're facing right now. And think about the perfect world you would like to see. And recognize that what we are going to learn today will help us to overcome the problems we are facing right now and to reach this perfect world. And make a promise that you are going to use what we are going to learn today to help create this perfect world. And that is possible because I am empty. The people around me are empty. Teaching is empty. So as the perfect world. Because they are coming from mental seeds. And therefore, we can reach this place, this perfect world, and we can become a Sema Kebu. And you can bring your mind back to your breath. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for coming on time. Yeah, I want to do a recap of chapter 2 first. In chapter 2, we learned the three reality. Nungyo, Kogyo, Shinto-kogyo. Nungyo is the obvious reality. What is the obvious reality? Anything that I'm aware of, that I can see, I can hear, I can smell, I can taste, I can touch, and my awareness of my thought. Those are the obvious reality. Nobody can dispute. Nobody can dispute it at all. And you can directly perceive it with your direct perception. You can directly perceive it. Direct perception in Tibetan, Ngunsum Sema. Ngunsum Sema. You can directly perceive it with your direct perception. As I said, there's no dispute. Nobody can dispute it. But the dispute comes in when we apply the meaning to it. The dispute comes in when we decide what it is. I want to answer Raymond's question about the durian smell. So you have this durian smell. Okay, that is a obvious reality, right? You can directly perceive that. You can get the data directly. Okay, there's no issue with that. And the dispute come in only when, let's say, you will say that, oh, this is everybody's favorite smell. Well, you know, that is the meaning you apply to that. That is when the dispute come in. Okay, and we will cover why that is that in chapter 3 on the 5 semin later on. So I move into the next reality called Kogyo. Kogyo is hidden reality. Hidden reality. Example, emptiness and subtle impermanence. And for hidden reality, we cannot directly perceive it. It's impossible. We have to use reasoning. We have to think it out like, oh, Kashila teaches this is a pen, I see as a pen, humans see as a pen, the puppy see as a chew toy. You have to think it out and then say, oh, okay, I understand. Oh, that is emptiness. So at that point in time, you have a deductive reasoning, using a deductive reasoning, and you perceive emptiness intellectually. Okay, you perceive emptiness intellectually. And if you go into deep meditation, okay, go into deep meditation and you perceive emptiness directly, in the direct perception of emptiness, you are having this meditative direct perception of emptiness. You are perceiving emptiness as an evident object, as a direct object. Okay, so there's a question somebody asked last week. So, are you having a sema on the object of meditation? Yes, it is not a recollection. You are having a meditative direct perception of emptiness, and that emptiness is a direct object of your meditation, and you're perceiving it directly. And there's very interesting term as I was like, while listening to so many, doing so many research, and I found the word called the direct, what is that word? yogic, direct yogic perception or something like that. It's just, the meaning means that direct yogic perception of your meditation object. You're having a Buddhist insight, the yogic, I go and check what is the meaning of the yogic. It is the Buddhist insight in deep meditation, where you're having a clear cognition, where the object that appear in your meditation, right, they appear with vividness, very clear, as vivid as if it appeared directly in front of you. You're seeing like just in front of you. Okay, just to clarify that point that we were like, oh, we confused. Also, I'm not sure, this class very incredible. I remember when I was attending, we never asked the teacher any question. Every time people say, very sleepy. Oh, finish already. Just do homework. We never got any question. We're not very smart. I was asking my teacher the question by Jenny. Then my teacher replied, you have a very smart student. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. He said, he's helping me to understand also. Thank you so much. Okay. Bear with me. I'm not an expert. Okay. I just try my best. Okay. Then the third reality is Shinto-kogyo, deeply hidden reality, which I cannot directly perceive. And I cannot even think it out. I cannot use reasoning also, cannot. And the only way to perceive it is through belief in authority. We have to rely on the authority. But how can I rely on the authority? And that is covered in class chapter 4. Okay, chapter 4, next class. How can I know that what he say is correct? How can I trust what he say is correct? That will be in chapter 4, okay? And that sum up our chapter 2. Okay, so chapter 3, recap for chapter 3. We learn the definition of valid perception, sema, is fresh, unmistaken state of mind. Sadhu miluwe rikpa. I hope I'm correct. If I'm wrong, must tell me. Sadhu is fresh. Miluwe is unmistaken, unerring state of mind. So fresh means new. It must be a new perception. Unmistaken, unerring, not mistaken. So we will learn the 5 mistaken state of mind. 5 semin. We call it the 5 semin. And in normal layman language, you can say just a normal unaffected perception, like if you're in a non-Arya, okay, how a non-Arya normally see things, that is a valid perception. How me as a non-Arya normally see things, how I actually experience the things around me. Okay, that is sema. And then we learn the 5 semin, as I mentioned. The semin help us to understand better. Okay, if our perception fall under these 5 categories, then those are not sema. So it helps us understand better. Okay, you have to check it yourself because your perception is unique to you. Okay, words not able to deliver. Okay. So what are the 5? Non-pramana will be number 1, lokshe. Right, lokshe. The first one is lokshe, where you see things completely wrong. And inside, I give you 6 examples. First example will be, we learn in chapter 1. You are so mentally afflicted. You have anger, jealousy, your mind so affected, right? 2, the scripture says like, you see things just opposite, like when the boat moving in front, right? You see the tree moving the other direction. So that's completely wrong. 3, you are drunk. 4, you're on drugs. 5, you're crazy. You're so already, you're crazy. And number 6 will be you're so sick. And I go back and listen to the recording again in the previous class. And there is this, there's a disease. I cannot remember. I'm not very good in science. There is a disease that you have that sickness. You can really see things that are white, you can see as blue. Just an example. So you see things completely wrong. I never see anything like that, okay? So I can only pass on in that way. Then I want to add one more, will be dream. Dream is also under Rache, dream, when you dream at night. Okay, so the next one is tesom, doubt. When you have doubt, you're not sure, right? So obviously, if you're not sure, it cannot be a valid perception. Yeah, it is not a sema. But if you're aware that you have this perception of doubt, then that is a sema. And number 3 is Geshe. Geshe. I hope I pronounce correctly. I have got difficulty with this word. Geshe. Geshe. It means memory. Memory means that you have something, let's say you're looking at me now, you directly perceive me, your valid perception, right? Then I go away and say, yeah, you have this memory of me. And that memory in your mind of me is not a sema. Okay, why? Because it is a very flimsy, very weak, right? Not very clear perception compared to the original perception. So memory is like you are seeing something in your mind as against, as compared to like you're not really having a direct perception. You're not having a direct perception triggered by a direct object. Okay, if you're having a direct perception triggered by a direct object, that is sema. So memory is not pramana because it is not a fresh perception. It is not a newly perception. So somebody asks, what about when I recall back the lesson, right? I asked Venerable Jigme. I didn't get an answer for Venerable Jigme. Oh, I hope that she's not tired with my question. Okay. Anyhow, I didn't receive the answer. And I have to think about that. I have to think about that. And my answer would be any recollection, you will call back something that is already the past recollection, it will be a non-pramana. But if you, after the class, you open the book, okay, you open your computer, you're looking at the question, the assignment, you're having a sema, okay, because it's a direct perception, okay? Or if you're having awareness of the thought, let's say I have this thought, oh, I have this assignment, teacher give me this assignment, there's this thought, you hear your thought, that is a sema. So that is my answer. And for higher school, memory is pramana. Pramana and sema means the same. Sema is a Tibetan, pramana is a Sanskrit. In higher school, memory is a sema, where you have a sema towards the image, the mental image of the object. Okay. That kind of question you can bring to mixed nut. Then number 4 will be yichu, means assumption. Because you make assumption, it cannot be a valid perception. And then only by studying logic, I realized how much, while I talk about somebody else, this person, that person, I don't really have a sema about them. I don't have. I'm making assumption as though I know them so well, And because of that, we really I cut down so much on all these talking, gossip. Not to say don't have, but cut to the minimum. Sometimes friends come together. Then I try to change my motivation. Like, oh, this is not like talking about somebody. We are trying to help each other become a better bodhisattva. Okay, we are trying to understand, understand the thing. It is a practice. It is a journey. And then when we make mistake, then I like to look at the people around me. as the field, a reflection of my seeds. And I keep people who are irritating very close to me nowadays. When I first learned, I want to draw them out, I exclude them. But now I include them, I keep them close because it is a mirror to my mind. Yeah, I get upset. Of course, I still get upset, but I can see my upset is less and less. Yeah, I can see I got improved. I need to keep them close and I need to thank them. Without them, you don't know who you are. You're nobody. Yeah. And then number 5 will be distracted. When you're distracted, it is not a sema. Why? Because you have a fuzzy perception. What you expect, you have a fuzzy perception, right? But if you're aware that you're having a fuzzy perception, then that is sema. If you're aware that you're having a fuzzy perception, that is sema. I hope you can learn. I think that your intelligence is so much better than me. To be very honest, I'm not trying to. I really, when I was a student like you, I really don't understand a single thing. To be very honest, I don't like ACI 4. I hate it so much. I don't understand a single thing, and I don't know why they're talking about all these things. Yeah, but by preparing for the class, I can't say I understand everything, or I understand a lot, but definitely my understanding improved. Yeah, my understanding improved because I'm forced to prepare. Then I have to think, then I have to meditate. Then what is this thing they're talking about? I don't understand, They say, that's what they say. Okay, now I can see, Yeah, that is a thing. Yeah. Now I finally understand this Chinese word, 互相成就, which means that by helping another person, you're actually helping yourself in a way. Okay, so the conclusion is, generally in the lower school, so long your mind is not screwed up, not screwed up in the 5 semi that we mentioned, then basically you have a sema. You can say that you have sema. Okay. And the good thing about learning this one is we start to be aware of our own limitation. Oh, my perception got limitation. Then you're aware, you start to be aware of that. Maybe what I see is not completely true. Maybe what I know is not completely true. And that is very useful. I think the implication is very powerful because you start not to fight with people so much. Maybe I'm not true. Maybe it's not true. What I see is not true. And you have good, better relationship with the people around you. And what about the higher middle way? I want to talk about 2 things on the higher middle way. Wait, So for higher middle way, they will say that, yeah, you have valid perception, right? You can have valid perception, no problem. But you never have correct perception. You can have valid perception, but you don't have correct perception. What is correct perception? Correct perception is the perception that you're able to see the way things really happen, the way things truly exist. Can we see the way that things really happen? Can we see the things that truly exist? I can't. Now I understand why. So who can do that? Technically speaking, only Buddha can do that, an enlightened being. Unless you're only an enlightened being can have correct perception. For us, for me, I can have valid perception, but not correct perception. Why? Because an enlightened being, they have valid perception. They only have valid perception, and they have valid perception all the time. And therefore, they're totally correct. We learned that Sema Kebu, the Buddha, they have this connotation of being who cannot lie. Why they cannot lie? Because they only have valid perception all the time, and therefore they cannot lie. They are totally correct. And another thing about higher middle way is after the direct perception of emptiness, you're an Arya, right? Yeah. And for the first time, you know that you're having Sema. For the first time, you know that you have Sema. And you know that you never have Sema before that. Yeah. You never have anything but mistaken perception before you see emptiness directly. And for a good period of time, yeah, for a good period of time, I would say subsequent to the direct perception of emptiness. Remember, you come down that time, right? Then you have the realization of the four Arya truth, yeah, and you know that you have valid perception. You know, okay? You know that you have Sema and know you're correct when you see the four Arya truth, when you see your future life, when you see emptiness, the Dhammakaya, the Buddha's Dhammakaya. So that experience of the ultimate reality is so incredible and so powerful that they have this powerful effect on your mind. Yeah, that's how we can see why Geshe Michael can have that kind of Dharma career. I think a normal person would be hard to sustain, right? So that's how I relate to that. So I have a question for you. Does an Arya have, Arya is the one who see emptiness directly, right? So after they see emptiness directly, after that, after the DPE, do they have Sema all the time? You can type 1 yes, 0 for no. Yeah, Jaslyn, Emerald, Zane, Rache, KL Wong say no, Raymond say no, those say yes will be Lynn, Jackney, and Jenny. No problem, we are learning together. You know. The answer is no. Why no? How to prove no? I never see emptiness directly. The fact that we have path 4, path of habituation, shows that, right, we still got the work to do. Okay. Only a Sema Kebu, only the Sema Kebu, an enlightened being, have valid perception all the time. If you remember, they say, coming out of the direct perception of emptiness, you still see the thing coming at you, remember? You still see the pen coming from the pen, right? Even though you don't believe it, yeah. Right, but you still have those seeds to see in that way, yeah.
Yes, I have a question. Miss Rache Lim.
Yes.
Yes, there are two kinds of sema, right?
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. Hold on. Yeah,
Yes.
the next
Okay.
section. So Then the next one will be, I want to continue with my slide. We stop at question 4, homework, where you're asked the 3 objects: nirvana, omniscient, and the path for traveling to nirvana and omniscient. You're asked to name the 3 objects that we are trying to prove with valid perception. So first of all, let's find out, what reality are they? What reality is nirvana? Can you type in the chat? Yeah. What reality is nirvana? If it is, you can type in the chat. What do you think? We learned the 3 reality just now, right? I did a recap for chapter 2. Okay. So yeah, nirvana is a hidden reality. Yeah, it is a hidden reality. Yeah, reality number 2, Rache, correct. Zane also correct. It is a hidden reality. What about omniscient? What about omniscient? What reality is that? Lin say deeply hidden. Emerald say obvious. Raymond say deeply hidden. Any other answer? Deeply hidden, hidden. Yeah, Kia Wong say hidden. Yeah. I would think that it is hidden. I would think it's hidden. Yeah. Because what about the path? What about the path? If you do this, then you do this, then the path will bring you to the perfect world. Richie said the third one, deeply hidden reality. Lin say deeply hidden, and Jara say obvious. I would think that's deeply hidden reality. Okay, so hidden reality is something I cannot see. Okay, the mind. Can you see mind, aware and knowing? What is a mind? What is the definition for a mind? The mind. Aware and knowing. Aware and knowing. Can you find the mind? Can you locate the mind? Cannot, right? So it is cannot be an obvious reality. Okay. How is the mind related to nirvana? I get very confused, but when I learn the definition, then we understand better. Nirvana is what? Permanent cessation of all your mental afflictions, obstacles in their entirety due to seeing emptiness directly. So it is your mind that is free from mental affliction, right? It is the state of mind free from mental affliction. That's how when I prepare the lesson, I understand better. When I was you, I don't know, to be very honest. I don't know what meditation I did also, to be honest. I think I just do it for the homework only. I really don't know what I meditate also. Okay. So nirvana is just like the mind, isn't it? That's free from mental affliction. Like the mind right now, my mind is messed up. Then there is another mind. It can be a mind that is free from all this mental affliction. So if I cannot see the mind, right, I cannot see the mind, then it is a hidden reality. That's how I come to hidden reality for nirvana. Then what about omniscient? Omniscient is also a mind, right? It is also a mind that knows everything. Remember in ACI 1, we learned there are obstacles to, there's knowledge obstacle. Yeah, this mind need to minus the mental affliction obstacles, right? Then there's another obstacles omniscient. There are 2 obstacles. One is obstacles for you to be, the obstacles, the mental affliction. I don't know whether I remember correctly. It will be the obstacle where you have to clear out your mental affliction. Then another one, you have to clear out your we call it the obstacles to omniscience. So there are two parts to that. So their mind that become more pure. Okay, become pure, free of mental affliction will be nirvana. Then become more pure, become omniscient mind that know everything because it's so pure, can see everything. Raymond asked, does that equal to knowing the exact karma? I would say yes. They know past, present, and future. They see your deceptive reality and ultimate reality all at the same time simultaneously, which is beyond our mind that can conceptualize. Okay, so they know everything. They can see it directly, not recollection, not memory. So for the path, I would think it's deeply hidden reality because you do this, you reach here. So it's more like, it sounds to me more like the subtle workings of karma. You follow this, you reach here. You do this, you get this. So the three object, nirvana, omniscience, hidden reality, the path will be deeply hidden reality. Okay, Angela said, Geshe Michael said, when you come out from emptiness, you no longer see things coming from outside. You still see things as coming from themselves, but you don't believe it anymore. Okay, we study that in ACI too a lot. And okay, so 我们先搞清楚 correct now. We need to know what are they. So the three objects, what reality they are. So now we know already. Okay, one is hidden reality, one is two are hidden reality, one is deeply hidden reality. Okay, so for hidden reality, how to perceive hidden reality? How to perceive hidden reality? We say we can think it out. We can use deductive reasoning, right? We can use deductive reasoning, right? And then for deeply hidden reality, we use authority, right? Authority, right? Yeah. Deductive, actually it's also deductive reasoning, but based on belief in the authority. We will cover that shortly. This one, we'll come to this. So in your question number 5, this will be, I think Lynn want to know about this. Next slide will be, okay. Okay, next slide, the question, this one is on what kind of valid perception will you have to get in order to establish whether the three objects exist or not? The answer says direct valid perception and deductive valid perception. I go and check it out. Actually, I'm struggling with this part, to be very honest, for a long time. To me, I thought it is deductive reasoning. I always thought it's deductive reasoning. And then I went to check Geshe-la's teaching. And I hear it again and again clearly today. I go and find that portion and I got it. Geshe-la also say deductive reasoning. He didn't say it's a direct valid perception, but in the answer key, we have direct valid perception. So I'm trying to understand why, did maybe Geshe-la miss out that one, or is it only deductive reasoning? I'm trying to find trying to find what could be the explanation. Then I suddenly have this thing, maybe it's the same like the emptiness. Remember, you have this direct yogic perception in deep meditation. Yeah, in deep meditation. So probably that is the one. So you have this, you can also perceive those objects, the hidden reality, right, in your deep meditation. Yeah, so if direct perception empty is possible, then maybe these are also possible. So I put it, I think it's like that, so I don't really know. Okay, I just let you know, I just share what I know. Yeah, Geshe only mentioned in his teaching, he only said deductive reasoning. Okay, but the answer key say direct valid perception, and also deductive reasoning. Okay. So my first answer initially will also be deductive reasoning also. So when I look at the answer, I also got a shock. That I wasn't not very sure about that. Then I went to check it out. I go one by one, go and check. I finally found the teaching by Geshe Michael. He only said deductive reasoning. So either the answer key is wrong, okay, or there's a deeper meaning like the in deep meditation, you can have this direct perception, direct yogic perception. Yeah, I can check it out with my teacher, but I'm also so scared. I teach so many times. Sometimes they don't want to answer. Okay, I try to write down. Okay. Okay, should ask this one. Okay. This is okay, this is what the Lin asked about this. So two types of sema. Like we say, the one that you can directly perceive, there no dispute on that. They don't need reasoning. Okay, you don't need this reasoning. That one is called direct perception. You have a direct valid perception. And the second one is called deductive reasoning or deductive valid perception. For this one, you cannot, you use deductive reasoning for things that you cannot perceive directly. So you need good reasons. You need some reasoning, some good reasons. And from the good reasons, you establish their existence, and that help you to establish their existence, help you to perceive those things that you cannot see with your eyes, with your senses. And so there are three kinds of deductive reasoning here. The first one is called logical reasoning, okay, or we call it airtight reasoning. Okay, airtight reasoning to perceive hidden things. So for which reality? For hidden reality. So this logical reasoning for hidden reality. You use the airtight reasoning like what? We learned the three relationship. Remember the three relationship? Okay, logical reasoning. Today, I want to spend more time on, because I'm the one who is very curious. So I want to work out the whole thing, I go and work it out. I want to go, how can I prove? How can I establish that nirvana exists? Okay, you want to see or not? I go through it. Or I try to work out on I know this one roughly. I said, so I want to apply what I've learned, what I've already learned. I want to try to apply, okay, based on what I already learned so far. Okay, I want to apply one by one, not just one example. Okay, that's all. I want to establish, is this airtight reasoning or not? So I work it out one by one, step by step. I want to share with you. Okay, so we want to prove whether nirvana exists or not, correct or not? Right, so I start out with consider the mind. It has causes because it cannot come from nothing. Can you see my slide or not? Is it clear? Okay, good. I can see Jenny nod her head. Okay, consider the mind. It has causes because it cannot come from nothing. So I try to work out on the syllogism, logical statement. Okay, so I check 1 and 3, the mind cannot come from nothing. Okay, the mind cannot come from nothing. Everything got causes. Remember, this is a lower school. Okay, so 3, 2. If it cannot come from, because it cannot come from nothing, so how to say it? It cannot come from nothing because it has causes. If it cannot come from nothing, means that it has causes. Correct now? Right, yeah. Then if it has no causes, -2, -3, if it has no causes, then it comes from nothing. Does it make sense to you? Are you okay with that? It cannot come from nothing because it has causes. If we don't have causes, then it is coming from nothing. If you understand, it work for you, you can still follow my pace. Please type 1 in the chat. Because you can see the one that I put bold and highlight one is the one that I'm putting, I'm doing an assertion. I'm trying to prove the assertion one by one. The one by one will lead to the next one, will lead to the next one. Okay, thank you. So we try to go for the second one. Consider the mind, it varies. What is vary? 会改变哦, vary. Because it is a caused thing. Or you can say because it has causes. Okay, so we say the mind has causes. How can you see when you try to prove something, this one I already proven. Can you see I already proven in number 1? When I say costing, I already proven in number 1. Can you see I already highlight? Okay. So I use back the thing because it is a cost thing. So no dispute. If I am doing a debate with anybody, we have the reason that I use must be something that both of us are already have an understanding on that we have no, like if I say this is a pen, everybody say, yeah, this is a pen, you know. But just the thing is, you just haven't tied them together. You have not tied them together. So when I'm doing a debate, how I bring you to understand emptiness, we have to share some same ground. We must be on the same frequency, same grounds on certain words, certain definitions, certain understanding, but you haven't tied them together. Okay, so you can see the first statement, I proved that they have causes already. Then I use back the same thing that I already proved. The thing that I already proved, I use here. So there is no argument or dispute. This is how you help the other person who don't understand to bring them to understand. So consider the mind, it varies because it is a costing. The mind is a costing. Yeah, I agree. Just now we already proved it has causes. So 3-2. If it is a costing, means that they have causes and conditions, then it varies. Correct, right? If it has causes, if you are being caused, you will vary. You will not vary, the thing will not vary if it is not a costing, if it is an unchanging thing. Correct now? The thing will not vary if it is not a costing. This one easier to understand for me lah. Okay. So let me know if you're okay with the second one. If you're okay, please type 1. Thank you. Wait. No, I'm talking about, we are not talking about emptiness. You see, we are talking about the mind. The mind is not emptiness. The mind is a changing thing. Yeah, correct. Emptiness is non-changing. Yes, emptiness is unchanging. Again, because it is a costing means it's a changing thing, right? Costing, right? If it is a costing, then it changes. Vary means change. If it doesn't change, then it is not a costing. If it is not a costing, means it's an unchanging thing. Okay? Right, so Raymond, okay. So I proved vary already. Very good. Mind is changing, right? So number 3, okay, I say consider the mind. It does not exist truly because it varies. I use back the thing that I already proved. I bring the person up one by one, you know, when I debate, you must have some common ground. Okay, consider the mind. It does not exist truly because it varies. Okay, when I say the mind vary, yeah, you already proved that now. We already agree. Both of us already agree. If it vary, if it change, then it cannot exist truly. It cannot exist from their own side. It cannot be self-existent. Agree, right? 3-2. Then -2, -3. If the thing exists truly, self-existently, then it cannot vary. Okay. So you can type 1 in the chat. If you are not following, you can, later I give you this one, you can bring it to your meditation or think about that. This is extra for you only. Okay, this is extra. If you don't understand, no worries. Okay, I'm just a naughty type who like to go into detail how to apply. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, then the next one, number 4. Consider the mind. It is empty of self-nature because it does not exist truly. See, I already proved number 3, it does not exist truly. So I use back the same reason now. Okay, the thing that I already proved become the reason. Consider the mind, it is empty of self-nature because it does not exist truly. Okay, the mind does not exist truly. Yeah, we already proved that. If it does not exist truly, it cannot exist from their own side, then it is empty of self-nature. Right or not? It is empty. Right? 3, 2. Then minus 2, minus 3. If it is not empty of self-nature, if it is not empty, then it exists truly. It has to be self-existent. Okay? And then the last one, I hope you understand. Type 1 in the chat if you're okay, if you're still okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you need more time, you let me know. Okay, I want to cover 1 to 5 first, then we can think about that again. And the last one, consider the mind. It can be free from all mental afflictions because it is empty of self-nature. The mind is empty of self-nature. Yeah, I already proved that. If it is empty, then it can be free from all mental affliction. If it is empty, then it can be free. It can change. It can be free from all mental affliction. My mind can be free of all mental affliction. Right? Can free from all this dirt. Can free from all this impurity. Okay? 3, 2, now minus 2, minus 3. If, okay, it cannot be free from all mental affliction if it is not empty. It cannot be free from all mental affliction if it is not empty. I can see Zane and Raymond nod their head. So you can see I step by step, bring them to come to see that the mind can be free from all mental affliction. When the mind is empty, can be empty of all mental affliction, then I want to ask the next question. Is nirvana a mind? It's a state of mind. Is nirvana a state of mind? I say, yeah. Then, duh, I already proved that. I proved that through airtight reasoning. And you can take a snapshot of this and think about that. This is a lot of hard work from me. Okay. Then that proves that I can establish through logical reasoning that nirvana can exist. So because I'm asking you, is nirvana a mind? Say yes. So is omniscient a mind? Is omniscient a mind? Yes. Duh, I already proved that. Thank you, Teacher Chen. Teacher Jenny. Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, because I really take so long to think about this. I'm trying to apply. Yeah, I know a little bit here and there. I'm not very convinced. And then so I say, what? This is logic. This one can prove. How can this one prove? Yeah, ask anybody, ask everywhere, cannot get the answer. I know, got three. I know, got three. I know, but how can that prove? You know? So I try to, come up with this one. I think I'm quite happy with that. And then they show me how when you're doing a debate, you're trying to tie the things together and bring them up, yeah. I would think that you can think about this. Oh, that's coming from Angela. It's a surprise. I'm so happy from Angela. Yeah, especially Angela. Oh, I'm so happy here, Angela. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, okay. Thank you, Raymond. Yeah. Okay, so I want you to take a snapshot and then think about that. Okay, maybe first round you see it, you don't quite understand. Yeah, I studied 10 years. Also, I don't understand. Right now, only understand. I have to thank you, for because I need to share. I have to really work and try my very best. So, and I'm quite happy at the end of the day, there is something that I myself also understand and I can see how this logical statement how they actually fit in and how they can help us finally, yeah. Okay, so the next one would be, so that one is logical statement through logical reasoning. So the next one would be, we say three kinds of deductive reasoning. The second deductive reasoning is the belief in an authority. Just now we say belief in authority, right? So we need to check, and you need to check first whether the authority or the so-called authority making the statement, whether are they reputable or not? Can we trust them or not? Can we take their words or not? Can I take their words? We have to examine, and that is in class 4. Chipuso, is it called? What is it? Chepasum, the 3 tests. There will be a 3 tests that we'll learn in class 4. Okay, we have to prove that this person is somebody who will not lie, who cannot lie. Then only we can say that we can accept their words, right? They tell us what they say. If you do this, you get this, right? Yeah. So we will examine and check, are they correct or not? Can we rely on what they say or not? So that will be in the next class, but roughly would be, it is more on like how I know they are Sema Kebu. What is Sema Kebu? So we understand that Sema Kebu is have the connotation that's a being who cannot lie. How I know they cannot lie? Because they have valid perception. They only have valid perception all the time. Yeah, and therefore they are correct. And therefore they cannot lie. And therefore they won't say anything that is not Sema. Okay, that one you have to work it out in your mind. When I first learned the logic for this, I said, what? Now I slowly can see the connection. Yeah. Especially on the Sema Kebu, I was really struggling. I said, what? What kind of reason is that? Okay, but you use the deductive reasoning deductive reasoning number 2, belief in authority, for which reality? Oh, thank you, Zane. Very grateful for guiding us and repeat practices to help us have clarity with logical understanding. I'm very grateful to have all my classmates to inspire each other with your answer when I sometimes feel lost with the question. Thank you, Zane, for being here. And thank you so much for your kindness and your patience. Yeah, and all your help. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Okay, so belief in authority is for deeply hidden reality. And then the last one is based on convention. Based on convention that generally we just agree on something like society, society just say that, oh, what is this? People say that, what is this called? People call certain thing, anything like tree, everybody call it a tree, you call it a mobile phone, anything that we agree, generally accepted as such. Okay, any term, or we can say, when we say modern gardener, like we all agree with that, we all know that, oh, people who are using the seed system to get what they want. So it's a generally accepted thing. Okay, but I would like to go one step higher. I was thinking about this one. Like, what does that mean? Generally accepted, based on convention. Like when I grew up in Asia, we don't have Amor here. Okay, so we will say, I believe in past and future life. We all believe. So that is convention, right? Yeah. Then we will say that, or people will say, like, your convention will be, people say smoking is okay, like the society, smoking is okay, abortion is okay, okay, lying is okay if you pandai, if you're not caught, okay, stealing is okay if you're not caught, nobody see it. Yeah. And then in the company, you have to beat the other person in the rat race, that is all okay, very pandai, very smart way. Those are the convention, okay, convention. So they have the limitation, like you can see. They can be, sometimes it's correct, sometimes like from young, we all learn moral, isn't it? In primary school, isn't it? Say, oh, you have to be moral, all these things. This convention. This is how you see the teacher, you have to say, good morning, teacher, all these things. Yeah, generally accepted things, right? Yeah, correct. But they have limitation in the sense like what I mentioned, like smoking, abortion. There's no logical reasoning for that. We just accept because everyone is doing that. Everyone agree. Everyone think it's okay. So they have limitation. How about everyone see different pictures in cloud? You mean sometimes we see the cloud, then somebody say, oh, I see a naga, oh, I see what? Busa, isn't it? Uh, okay, I don't know, but I will try to answer. I would say that, yeah, okay. Like everybody will say that, yeah, sometimes if you can see, why you have, sometimes you can see, and wow, she can see, things like, I think it's a culture, but it's the convention that people think that, oh, sometimes you can see, yeah, you can see this, I can see that. Yeah, people think you can see something from the cloud. Yeah, but they never say you must see what, they say, yeah, you can see something from the sky, from the cloud. Yeah, it's a culture with the wrong perception. Yeah. Even they teach us to be moral, but we don't have logical reasoning to understand why. Then, like I said, if things get really hard, right, then your faith will be shaky. Okay. Then you will break that thing, you will break and do something bad because you don't know why, the logical reasoning for that. Yeah. Yeah, mommy said, yeah, you have to be, you cannot steal, stealing is not good. Yeah, I said, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, from young, you have to be moral. We go to school, we study moral, I remember in primary school. But when things get hard in society, we say that is okay. Yeah, that is okay. People do that. Yeah, as long as you're not caught, that is all right. Yeah, you can. They have a lot of limitation in that sense, if you can see that, right? Because you don't have a very good reasons why you are doing certain thing. Yeah, correct, Jenny. We don't challenge the status quo. We just accept it, especially for Asian. I find that for Asian, I don't know, we are very, I can see the difference when we attend the class with our teacher. We are all very quiet. We never ask questions on it. Really, we never ask questions. We can say out of so many years, every time teacher asks us any question, no, then we just want to go back. Okay. Yeah. Very few circumstances that we ask question. But I normally, if I ask question, normally I send email to my teacher because I coordinate the course. So I have access to my teacher directly. Yeah. But normally I don't think much lah. Yeah. But I can see the Western people, they are very good. Wow, they ask left, right, front, back. They can ask all kind of questions. Wow, it's so incredible, you know. I never thought of that kind of questions, you know. Oh, they can really challenge. Oh. Angela say, DC system said you plant money seed, you will get money, but I haven't get the money. So is that status quo? No, you haven't get the money. You ask them, you sign up, right? They have to guide you how to get the money.
So they say you plant money, so you get money. But I do a lot of charity, I still haven't get the money. Like. So is that the conventional way of thinking, conventional way of saying things?
And when they say you plant money seed, you will get money. You remember, this thing is the subtle workings of the karma, right? It's a deeply hidden reality that we cannot perceive directly and we cannot even think it out. And the only way is through accepting authority. That's what Lord Buddha say. And also study emptiness, study emptiness, study emptiness. And the more you understand hidden reality, then these subtle workings of karma, which is a deeply hidden reality, become a hidden reality that you roughly can see the connection, the seed planting action and the seed planting results. So then you're confident and say, yes, my action will give this result. But right now, Angela she's facing this problem. She do the seed planting action, but she haven't seen the result. So she cannot see the connection. If she cannot see the connection, then she will have no confidence in the system if it continue like that, right? So I would suggest that it is good that you go back to your mentor, the one in the program. I believe they help you, okay? We have a few ways to find out why, yeah. And another student also asked me the same questions. So very common questions, you know. So there are a few ways. One will be they say because of the time gap, right? Time gap. And how to make it really ripen very, very fast. Then you learn in how karma works in ACI 5. Okay, favor the Tura, now what la, you know, motivation, you know, all those things will help you to speed up the whole process so that you can see result really, really, really fast. So to me, myself, you have to test it out. I have a group of students, the other younger one. By ACI 5, I want them all to test out. No more listen to class, cannot. Yes. Yeah, Kia Wong say, forget to watering the seeds. You do the 4 steps, right? You remember the 4 steps, right? The last step will be to watering the seeds to rejoice. Okay, rejoice. For me, that time, because I wanted money so badly, okay, you have to test it out. If you don't test it out, you can never, you hear people say, you know, you study for too long, then you get hardened. We call it your heart hardened. Yeah. So it's good when you listen and you try to do it. Of course, we learn a lot. It's impossible to everything apply, right? So you have to, at least, you really have to put into practice. If you don't put into practice, you don't see the result. And you cannot improve much. So for me, that time I want money. Wow, my money ripened very big there. That time, I first plant peace of mind. Then I said, yeah, I got peace of mind, but how can I be sure it's because of that? Cannot measure. So I need to plant money seeds because money seeds is measurable. That is the only thing that can prove. So I plant cacao. So I apply what I learned. Of course, you have to keep your morality, okay? I think it's all come together as your life and how pure you are, your motivation, okay? Like why you want the money. I tell my student, if they say, I want money because I want to go traveling, that is the money may be a bit difficult to come. Not to say cannot, you still plant a seed, but you don't know when it's going to ripen. But if you're doing it to a high coming object, you see we have the subject object, right? Okay, the object's high coming object, then it will ripen very fast. And you as a subject have the motivation of pusa, like you have this bodhisattva vow, okay? Then your motivation is different. Why you need that money? That is very different. Then you can see that if you're so crazy about that, when I apply, I say, every day you have to think about that. Every moment, really, you must be very excited. You think everything that you do is planting money seed. Planting money seed is not like every month or every week I give money to ALL. It's not like that. It's about every moment you are seeing yourself as planting money seeds. Every moment I go and buy food, I am making the business, I'm contributing to the business profitability. Okay. I sweep the floor. If my son also say like that, he's very young. He say, I sweep the floor so that mommy got more time, then can make more money. You see, every action is related to making money. Can you see that or not? Then if you have that kind of mindset and your motivation is that way, right? It will ripen very fast, really. I see my thing, I think ripen in, I don't really count, I think it's 6 months to 1 year. Yeah, I see very, very big, yeah, things that happen, the thing that I want, I got it, yeah. Yeah, because I want my children to go and study overseas, right? And you need a lot of money, okay? I keep the money, but I'm not willing to give. So I'm very greedy, So I said, oh, I need money for my children. I need money for this thing, then plan that one. Then my son, he got a government JPA scholarship to go to France, study in France for 6 years. And you can see a lot of money, fully paid, everything, very well taken care. So I don't need to come up with a single cent for 6 years. Yeah. It's because I said I need the money for it. And it come in that way. The money doesn't come to me, but come to them. Exactly, that's where it's supposed to be. I said because so that I don't need to go and find money. I said then I'm very peaceful. I can study ACI. I can really serve. That's why I have to share, have to teach, because that is what I have say I want to do. Yes. And then my second son, the subsequent year, he got the ASEAN scholarship from Singapore government. And he went there since Sec 3. And that time he was crying, oh, I don't want to go. I said, yeah, actually, so funny, really. He went there for many years already. I said, yeah, he didn't, I actually just challenged him, I've laughed. I said, how you know you can get it? So many people, you see Malaysia, so many center people sitting for that one. You think you can get it? You just test where you are, at least you know where you are. Then he went for the test, And he got it, and he went for the interview, he got it. I said, wow, I never thought about that. There were so many people when we went there, we never expect that also. Yeah. And then that is a very rejoiceable. Yes, ASEAN scholarship, right? They cover everything. So he finished his Sec 3, Sec 4, then in JC for 2 years, 4 years. Then he managed to get to the ASEAN scholarship to continue for another 4 years. Another 4 years, yeah. Now he's in the NTU. He got an offer from which one is the one? The better one? NSU, is it?
NUS.
NUS, yeah, NUS and NTU. He got all, Then he was thinking, which one to go, which one to go. Then finally he chose NTU, I think because he got friends there or because of the food. He could say something like that, So I said, don't care lah, as long as you're happy, just enjoy, Okay, so that is the thing. You have to try. Trust me. If you don't try your 4 steps, you just hear what people are experiencing. You got no confidence. You really don't have a strong ground for that. Because I test it out myself. Because I'm very skeptical one. Sometimes people, they ask me to share long time ago when I was in DCI. I say, share what? I say I have money not because I plant seed what. I never got money when I joined DCI what. Not because I plant seed. Sure, I don't want to share my testimony. Not because I plant seed. I don't know. So I got the money not because I learned from you all. And after a while, I said, yeah, you have to try it out. You have to try. You plant, like you can have the peace of mind, health, but it's difficult to measure. Then after that, I changed to planting money seeds. And then you plant this one, different thing, all come up. Yeah, then you are really got a lot of confidence. And that's why keep me here. Yeah, if not, I don't think I want to do all this. Like a lot of miracles happening. I cannot run away, to be very honest. I cannot run away. Yeah. Because don't forget what you promised last time. Okay, so that is we going to finish 9:45. So this one very, very important. And let's look at what you are supposed to do for your meditation. Oh, before that, So we say we are here to prove, yeah, okay, that is a meditation. You have to do an analytical meditation on whether or not you have any kind of valid perception towards the three objects that we mentioned: nirvana, omniscience, and the path. So you have to bring to your mind, okay? And why is important? Just now we show that if we can prove to ourselves that nirvana exists, then what is the implication? What is the implication? If nirvana really can exist, this mind, this messed up mind, can be pure, can be so happy, not like sometimes happy, sometimes not happy, sometimes got a lot of problems inside, sometimes so mentally afflicted, yeah? Sometimes not happy with this person. Okay? If this mind can be really pure, what is the implication? That then all the suffering in our life is not necessary. Can you see that or not? The problems in our life is not necessary. And therefore death is not necessary. And then you can see the shift in your priority. Then your priority in life will shift. Your behavior will shift. Yeah. And that is very, very powerful. And just now, Emerald asked how to do the meditation for this one. By the end of today, after we go through just now the logical reasoning, the step by step, do you have a better idea? You can do the meditation.
I mean that I don't understand about that. Just a little bit, because I really admire that everyone can understand about the logic. For me, it's so confused and meditate, and I really don't understand how can analyze in that meditation what I can analyze about that.
Yeah,
What I should I
understand.
think about that, and how can I, and what does it mean when do I have valid perception or not when I think to three objects, right?
Okay. So my
So,
suggestion for you, sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
sorry, I just finished.
Oh,
Please.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad, Emerald. To be very honest, I was very, very bad. I'm not trying to comfort you or console you. I'm very bad in this ACI4, and I'm so scared to teach ACI4, to be very honest, I'm very, very scared to teach ACI4. I have no idea what is ACI4, and I hate this logic so much because I don't even see the relationship or how it can help me or what is all these things, you see. But so don't feel bad. And for you, I would want you to just do one thing instead of doing the three objects, right? You just do meditation on one object, nirvana. So how I because it is a meditation, right? I'm not able to give the exact guidelines, but I roughly give you some idea. Okay, always come back to the definition. Okay? Bring back the definition of what is nirvana. Bring back the definition is what is valid perception. Okay. Then bring back nirvana is in which reality. Bring back those things that you learn, small piece of information. And in your meditation, just let it explore, analyze on its own. Yeah, just ask yourself. Somebody can hear this one ask, this one answer, you're exploring in different way. Yeah. Because it is a process. It is a process. And you'll be very surprised if you try things that like normal day, like right now, you don't understand, right? I don't understand. But when you bring to meditation, you will reap some fruits. You'll be able to get some results. That is very incredible. We don't know why. It's like, don't know why, like normal day, like you open your eyes, you think, you cannot think, you cannot, but when you go into meditation, wow, suddenly you get an insight into things that you cannot believe. You have a realization. So when I was a student doing this one, I don't know what I did, to be very honest. I don't know. And I have to rejoice that you have the courage to ask. I don't know anything. I dare not ask also because I don't even know what to ask. And I'm so not dare to ask that I don't know. Okay, so I'm so happy for you, So just try for one object only. Yeah. Bring in some of the ideas and then play around with that one, or what it mean. Yeah, things like that. See whether you get some insight or some realization from that.
Yes. Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
I will try.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, good. Just try, yeah. Bring back you see, I do a recap. Bring back to those concepts that you learned. Okay, the three reality. Okay, this reality, how to perceive this reality, how to perceive this reality, how to perceive. Then nirvana, which one is this? Nirvana is where? Where should I park it? Or I park here. Then how should can I perceive directly? Oh, I cannot perceive. Then can I use reasoning? Oh, I have to use reasoning. Then how should I reason it? Then you play it in your mind. Yeah. And just let it come to you. Okay? Yeah, good. Okay, so the last part will be, I want to ask you, what is your takeaway for this chapter 1, 2, and 3 so far that we have learned? Okay. What is your takeaway? You want to type in the chat? Sorry, not this one. You want to type in the chat now? One thing that you learned from the class, or anything like your key takeaway. Emerald say three reality, you learn the concept of valid perception. Okay, good. Angela say logical reasoning. Yes, very good. Rache say clearer understanding of perception. Very good. Yeah, me also, I really have, what is this perception? Wow, I can differentiate like that one. Now I'm more aware of my own perception that come out. Yeah. Two semi and the three kinds of deductive reasoning. Very good. Okay. Jenny say using logical reasoning to validate our understanding. Yeah, that is something I just realized also, sometimes we think that we are always correct. So now we can use the logical reasoning to validate our understanding. Yeah. Three reality, K. Wong say. Justin say, I like the airtight reasoning. Yay! Raymond say, Dura. Yay! Jackney say, logical statement. Yeah, great. Yay! My logical statement. Zane say logical reasoning to have clarity if my perception is right or wrong. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. It helps us, Otherwise, we never know. That's why I don't know how important it is. Now when you connect back, now you know why Dura, Raymond, isn't it? Now you know why he's holding on to this book. This is a subject, if I got a choice, I don't want to study. Okay, but after you study, you find that it's so important. And now ACI, they got do some change, like they have the 5 houses, something like that, and ACI 4 is not inside. Yeah, so you need to do, if I'm not mistaken, ACI 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. 4 is definitely not in, correct, Raymond? Yeah. So, but I find that ACI 4, really no joke, you don't need to understand. Just let it plant a seed in your mind. Yeah. When I finish 1 to 18, I don't understand also. Now come back only, I know. Okay, the last one would be, we have 6 minutes. I have to do a quick one before we do a dedication. I prepare this so I don't want to go wasted. Okay, type in the chat, Moongyo. Now checking out Tibetan word. Yeah, Lim say plant the seeds of sema. Moongyo. Who know what is Moongyo? You can just unmute or you can type.
Independent reality.
Yes, evident reality, obvious reality, you're right.
Yes.
Say. The next one would be Yichu. Who know what is Yichu? You have to type fast, because Yichu. What is Yichu? Do you remember? Guess. Very good. Assumption. Correct. Zin and wow, everybody's so clever. Good. Then what about Tesong? Next one. Tesong. We learn from each other. Don't know, never mind. Tesong. Doubt. Yeah, correct. Doubt. Yeah. Sema Kebu. Sema Kebu. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Seme Kebu. You know what is Seme Kebu? A being who you can just unmute. If you think it's too long, can just unmute. Person of valid perception, correct. Is the being with that has valid perception. Yeah, being that has valid perception. Yeah, you can say enlightened beings, okay, but specifically a beings that has valid perception, which is a Buddha enlightened being. Shinto Kogyo, what is Shinto Kogyo?
Deeply hidden reality.
Yay, very good. No need to type. Sema. Sema?
Correct
You can just,
perception.
yeah, valid perception.
Valid perception.
Very good. Yeah. In this school, valid and correct, they are the same, but in higher school, it's not the same. Okay. Next one, Cheshe. Cheshe. I don't know whether I pronounce correctly or not. Cheshe. Recollection. You're right.
Remember. Oh, yes.
Yeah, memory, remembering. Kokyo. Kokyo.
Deep hidden reality.
Very good. Next one will be Jepak Sema. Jepak Sema. I seldom mention about this one. Jepak Sema. Deductive reasoning. Okay. Deductive reasoning. You use Jepak Sema, deductive reasoning, to perceive hidden reality. What about Pramana?
Sema.
Yeah, correct. Ngunsum Sema? Ngunsum Sema?
I think direct reasoning.
Yes, direct perception. No need reasoning, just direct perception. Okay, for obvious reality. Yay. Lokshe? Lokshe?
See things completely wrong.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And next one will be Semin. What is Semin? Non-Sema. Okay, non-pramana. What about Nang Lama Gepa? It's the one that I'm not able to learn. Until
Distracted,
now.
right? Distracted
Yeah, you're
mind.
right. You're right. Yay! We finished this one. Good, good. Yeah, Jack, you got it correct. Okay, let's do a final dedication in 2 minutes time. Then we'll finish. So I invite you to close your eyes. Okay. And think about what we have done just now in 1.5 hours, collecting extraordinary goodness, and be very, very happy with yourself. Incredible goodness that will bring you from point A, the point where you are right now, to the perfect world, and to become a Sema Kebu yourself. And that is possible. The things are empty, and you are empty. And therefore, you can become a Sema Kebu. You can be free of all the suffering and become a Sema Kebu and go on to show others how to create their Buddha paradise, their perfect world, whatever it means to them, because everything coming from our mental seeds. And be very, very happy and thankful and grateful. And it's bringing us closer and closer to become a Sema Kepu. And with that, bring your mind back to your breath. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Yeah. Then stop the recording.